Hello and welcome to the Daily Neloo. Today I'm here with Liza Camba, teacher, artist, and soul purpose guide. Welcome.
Thanks so much for having me, Neloo.
You are very welcome. And for those of you watching, I just want to say it is towards the end of November. We're sitting outside in a backyard, and California, we're just blessed with amazing weather. Aren't we blessed?
We are so blessed. I'm so grateful.
So today we want to talk about a process of healing that you've developed called the Dharma Effect. So why don't you just kind of high level, what is that? What is the Dharma Effect?
Well, let's talk about what Dharma is. Dharma means soul purpose or life purpose. So when we are able to discover and align with our Dharma, which is our purpose, then we add greater meaning and purpose to our life, which equates to happiness and joy.
So how does somebody, first even identify what their Dharma is in this life?
There are many ways to figure out and discover what your Dharma is. One of the ways that we try to explore it in the Dharma Effect is to connect with a time in your childhood when there was probably a quality that was missing. And so we go deep into that experience. The other way that we align with our Dharma through the Dharma Effect specifically is we get rid of limiting beliefs that are in our way from really honing in and embracing what our life purpose is.
So Liza, the Dharma Effect is basically a 3-step process. So can you break that down for us? What are the 3 steps?
Sure. So step 1 is we're going to look at a limiting belief and completely dismantle it. So I'll have you consider, what is the most biggest belief that is holding you back? So for some people, it's exploring this idea of being unworthy, or maybe carrying shame, something to that effect. Step 2 is actually getting to the root of an emotional wound and completely transforming your entire timeline, past, present, future.
Okay.
And then the 3rd step is what I call the signature piece of the Dharma Effect, which is called the Dharma Breakthrough. So the 3rd step is actually like hypnotherapy times 1,000. Imagine that. Literally, we're going so deep in one session.
Wow.
That literally you're going to wake up a completely different person.
Wow. So this is a process that you've developed to help people identify what their life purpose is and own it. Is that what the Dharma Effect is?
Yeah, actually it's to identify it and to fast track your path onto your Dharmic
I'm sure
path.
people, as soon as they figure it out, they want to fast track it, right?
It's so fast. It's this process that I've developed expedites the process by years, decades, maybe even some of us may not even achieve and know what our Dharma is in this entire lifetime. So imagine getting all of that download in 1 to 3 sessions.
Wow. And you've had this, your clients have had this experience, right?
Absolutely. I had a client who I worked with over close to a year, but I'll say that after our first session together, just one session, he was able to manifest. He's a very talented musician, and he was so motivated. And after our first session, he manifested the 2nd most coveted DJ gig in Tokyo.
Wow. And was he DJing at the time before you guys met?
Barely. Just like
so
as
it was
a hobby.
Maybe like a hobby, and
yeah.
Then wow, that is it. So that's the exponential growth that you're talking about.
Exactly. I work with a lot of folks in the creative arena, although it's not restricted to that. And what I found is when people are ready and are willing to take the leap of faith, invest in themselves and just show up and to try something completely new and out of the box, then amazing, miraculous, magical things happen.
So I have a question. So many people, I think, feel stuck in life. I read somewhere recently that 80% of Americans feel that they're kind of stuck in a routine and they wouldn't mind changing things up. But I think and this is not based on the research, my personal opinion, I think they think they're stuck for the wrong reasons. And they may be stuck because there's that something's missing, or like that alignment with their higher self is missing. What are your thoughts about that, as far as how the Dharma Effect process can help with that?
The reason why I created the Dharma Effect was exactly for that reason, to support everyday people who are struggling through life and, you know, finding themselves stuck and who aren't able to flourish. And I really believe that everyone has the birthright to enjoy a fulfilled life.
Yeah.
And so what I found is the issue with a lot of us who are unable to, you know, be in that space of thriving, is that we've got deep subconscious programming.
Yes.
That is just embedded layers over layers over layers. So one aspect of the Dharma Effect is to actually dismantle all of that programming, to get to the very root of that programming that is so deep, and to like transform it. And what happens is people come out completely transformed overnight,
Like rejuvenated.
like literally overnight.
Yeah, and there, I would imagine there's probably a lot of energy that hasn't been tapped into, that's been stuck. So when you're able to open that up for them, that, do you think, does that energy add to that exponential growth forward?
Oh,
Because you can like now focus that energy.
I have so many examples of clients I've worked with who have enhanced their energy, their confidence, their productivity, going from a 0, unable to move, to like fast track to a 10, an 11, and being able to start working on their soul projects the next day after we work together. I've worked with folks who have dealt with deep depression and have literally been carrying this energy of overwhelm, anxiety, fears for up to 30 years.
Wow.
I literally worked with a client who had been carrying this energy for 30 years.
Wow.
And after our session, every day for 2 weeks, he would text me about all the amazing shifts that were happening in his life. It was so palpable, like waves and cellular shifts happening every single day.
Amazing. So Liza, New Year's is right around the corner, and I know a lot of people set New Year's resolutions, and probably knowing what your purpose is in this life is a big piece of that, right? To really, you know, focus your energy. How can people work with you?
So the best way that, if you're inspired to work with me, I invite you to take a look at my website and send me an email. So the website is thesacredyes.com, and you can check out the links and go directly to Dharma or Dharma Effect if you want to sign up for the 3-part process, and I'm happy to support you.
Perfect. I hope this has been an educational experience. I know we went kind of woo, but I love this stuff. I soak it up.
Thank you so much for having me, Neloo.
Thank you for being here. And you guys have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Happy New Year.